here we go. WarchiefFan 1555 and Fello 1672. Although I think Fello is typically a BattleNet player, primarily, at least nowadays. Spawning in the bottom left, we got WarchiefFan, the Orc. Looks like he's gonna go something standard. Altar Storms right away. Fello, top right. And everything's looking pretty normal from here. Let me actually get the Warcraft 3 booster. Is it actually working? Oh, there it is. There it is. Now it's working. So we'll see what ends up, how this game ends up evolving. Ancient War over here. Interesting that he's not actually going to take this camp with the repair wisp. I know it's a little bit tricky on this map, but you can do it. WarchiefFan seems like everything's pretty standard here. Nothing to really... Oh, okay. War Mill. Probably going for an early tech. Could go into early headhunter play, though. Obviously, the first sign of things to come is the first hero. So let's see what Fello ends up making here. Is it going to be the standard Demon Hunter play? Not surprising. On the other side, we have a Farseer, actually. I'm not an Orc player, but I think usually against Night Elf you actually go Blade Master, so it's kind of interesting that he's going to go with the Farseer. Probably going to try to put some early pressure on with some Headhunters, get some kills with the Wisp, with the Wolves, and hopefully put himself in a good position from there. I would imagine it doesn't scale as well as a Blade Master into late game against a Demon Hunter, especially because he'll probably go Mana Burn and make it so that he can't cast his spells. And obviously an auto-attacking Blade Master is going to be more valuable than out-of-mana Farseer. Like I said, all depends on how much damage that WarchiefFan really manages to tack on with this Farseer in the early game. Kind of annoying that it came back, but it also not the end of the world. It does kind of make it so that he's not in any worry of getting it stolen from the Ancient War. And you go into tier 2, I'd assume, pretty quickly. You normally go to tier 2 around this time. 20-ish, 22, 23 supply. Maybe after he builds another archer. And there it is, tier 2. Other side, just creeping. Headhunters going to tier 2 as well. Just taking the slow approach, and he's actually not going to put pressure on like I thought he was. So, looks like it's going to be just a little bit of a farming session for now. We'll see who ends up making the first thing. Fello does buy the dust, assuming that it's a Blade Master, because it usually is in this matchup. So he wants to be prepared. Buys that dust. Takes some damage, but it's no big deal. Nothing he can't heal from the Moonwells. Repositioning his Ancient War just to be a little bit better against Blade Master Harass, and in case he does have wolves. Alright, level 2 for the Blade Master, level 2 for the Farseer. He is going across the map. It is nice that he does have this replenishment potion, just because he could go Mana Burn, and he does. It's actually Mana Burn and Immolation. I'll be prepared for all situations. Obviously, he does miss out on that evasion. Ooh, I think he actually did get the kill from that. Good hide on there from Fello, but we'll get creep jacked here. Pretty annoying, actually, from the Orc player for the Night Elf. So, good play by WarchiefFan. Gonna use the replenishment potion for the mana. Don't hate that. Definitely want some more mana to summon more wolves here. Fello, probably just going to stick to the normal game plan. Probably end up going for bears. And, or maybe Mass Dryad. Could also be that. Other side of the map. Still teching a tier 2. Or tier 2. Getting his buildings up. Yeah, I'm kind of overstayed his welcome a little bit. WarchiefFan, unfortunately going to lose a Headhunter here. I don't know if he ended up catching this. Kind of a greedy play by WarchiefFan. I mean, you could just retreat and then heal up a Moonwells, then you're going to be in a good spot. So Was kind of hoping that Fello wouldn't check the expo. Unluckily for WarchiefFan, he did. And so he lost Headhunter for it. And a lot of health. Naga coming out for Fello. Gonna put some pressure on now. Level 2, level 1, slow. Very strong. I think he does actually kill that. Doesn't get the detonate off, which is frustrating for Fello. Ooh. Good mana burn there. He does have the wolves already summoned, which is nice, but the creep already hitting. Oof, he does lose another Headhunter. Immolation is wrecking havoc. Doesn't have any dust either, so these archers shouldn't die. They should all be survive. They should be surviving this entire fight. Loses another Headhunter. Does actually lose one. Bit of a misplay there. Gonna have to use a TP, I think. Okay, use a health potion instead. Don't hate that. Probably a good decision. Saves some money. Might lose another one. Looks like he will. He does use a speed scroll too. Unfortunately, he doesn't micro afterwards. He's gonna get the archer in advance. He does. And yeah, Fello unfortunately did not TP home with this archer, but I don't think that WarchiefFan realizes it. Actually goes snakes at level 1 for Shadowhunter. Kind of interesting decision. I'm not sure how well that's going to do. Maybe he thinks that Fello's going to go into Mass Dryad. He does have 2 Ancient Wards coming up, but that's pretty standard. I don't know how well these Serpent Wards are going to do against just Mass Bears, but if he ends up going Dryads and, you know, doesn't focus down the Serpent Wards, it could be pretty nice. Good Sentry Ward placement as well from Fello. Knows exactly what's going on. He's back for round 2. He can get this archer coming back, and he does. And because of that Sentry Ward, he knows he's over here. He get another Creepjack. He's at level 3, but he has no mana. He's just gonna TP out. He does lose a Hunter as well. Man, it's going pretty rough for our Orc fan over here. Orc player. Yeah, Fello can just play a standard game. He's gonna go Bears probably, get some Dryads up first, which makes sense because he does have the 2 Wolves. Doesn't want to get surprised by that. Serpent Wards will be good against Dryads if he manages to get a couple of them out and targets them with the piercing damage. Will be good against unarmored units like Dryads. But I gotta say, I definitely like Fello's position here more. That Sentry Ward coming in clutch. He's getting so much knowledge from just having that placement there. Knows exactly where his army is going every single time. Loses another Headhunter. The only units that he has is 1 Headhunter and then a bunch of Serpent Wards. Which, don't get me wrong, they're not bad. I just can't help but feel that almost every trade that goes in terms of Fello's favor is just getting him more and more ahead. Probably lose an archer here. He's going to head dispel the wolves. And going into the Mass Dryad, you know, the Serpent Wards are putting in work, but this guy is actually in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have anything. Doesn't have any mana though for chain lightning, so he will just be able to run away. My guess is bears are coming. Got bears coming. Master Claw training. Just 30 seconds away. And what does he have to counter bears? Nothing. I'm not sure how WarchiefFan plans to defend against the mass bear that are coming. I'm sure he knows the bears are likely on the way. Definitely should probably try to get... Oh, he's actually going to go for Tauren, actually. He wants some front line, which I don't blame him for. I just don't think you're going to be able to keep up with already having 2 bears. Master Claw training is done. And he's creeping again when he's about to get hit here. Burrows should be okay because of Fortified, and if he comes back right away. Otherwise, he's going to lose the shop for sure. Pretty annoying. No healing, obviously. Gonna go for the burrow. Probably should be trying to target this Dryad here with the burrow. Gonna have to retreat back. Tauren does come out, but because of the Dryad slow and Sea Witch, it's really hard to really get any value from it. Here comes the wolves. Gonna dispel that, and he does real quick. Forgets to bring this torrent back in, or purposely leaving him out. There he goes. Now he goes in. Henner's getting demolished by the bears. Just constant pressure from Fello, making it really hard for WarchiefFan to really get anything done. Does kill the 2 dryads, but how are you gonna deal with 3 bears? I'm really not sure. He doesn't have anything to kill him. And he can just regen now. He doesn't have a staff or a TP scroll, but who needs it when you can just heal things? There's no Spirit Walkers to dispel the rejuve either, so he has infinite free healing. Gonna retreat back to the burrows, but with the bears, I mean, I don't think that's enough to hold 4 bears worth of damage here. Torrent's gonna come back in, but it's gonna die relatively quickly. And it goes down. This one's looking like it's over. If Fello plays the game here in a normal way, I don't think there's anything that WarchiefFan can do to really come back. Another rejuve comes out. No one's ever going to have mana. He can just keep mana burning. Fello really should spend like 1 auto attack to kill these Serpent Wards. I mean, they're doing a lot of damage. Obviously, it's not the most ever, now that he just has a bunch of bears, but it is pretty annoying. Dryad's coming in, gonna lock down anything that tries to run away. And we're just kind of waiting for the GG to come out. And that's it. That's game 1 to Fello. I would say if I was WarchiefFan, what would I be thinking there? I would say probably go back to Blade Master. The Farseer, unfortunately, didn't really do much past level 1. And just wasn't able to really accomplish much. I mean, his hero had no mana the entire game. I'm not really sure not really sure what the game plan was past level 1. The Serpents were good if he went Mass Dryad, but he just made 2, dispelled the things, and then went straight into bears, and the Serpent Wards didn't really do much else. I think WarchiefFan needs to go Blade Master, in my opinion, and really start dictating the game a bit more. The Farseer play didn't really do much, unfortunately. And, yeah, we'll see how this one goes. See if something else is different, or maybe WarchiefFan just really likes his Farseer play against Night Elf. I think the Farseer play can work, but you really cannot be losing those Headhunters. I think if you take a bad fight like he did a couple times and you just lose all of your momentum with the Headhunters, it's really hard to come back without a hero that is super strong in terms of auto-attacking. This server seems good. So if WarchiefFan does do Farseer again, I would definitely say that he needs to do a bit better job microing the Headhunters. Obviously, it's very hard with slow from the Naga, but that's the only way to be able to really snowball the ranged unit sort of attacking style that WarchiefFan was going for. And it's interesting he went for Tauren instead of Spirit Walkers. Spirit Walkers obviously do pretty good damage against bears, and then they also dispel the rejuve. So I'm not really sure what the reasoning behind the Tauren. Maybe he just thought he needed a front line against the Blade or against the Demon Hunter. But that's just an interesting decision. Maybe if he gets a couple torn up with the amount of headhunters he had and the snakes, he could really pose a fight. But I mean, he's a higher ranked orc than I have ever been, so he probably knows it better than me. Well, I guess technically my orc was 1600 because I won my first game at 1500 MMR. So I think he's at 1500, 1555. So maybe technically, I mean, if he hasn't been higher than 16 something, then maybe I have technically been higher. But that's not really a real result. Fello can just play the exact same game again, and I think he'll be in a good position. I have no real complaints about Fello did there. I think a little bit interesting call not to buy the Staff of Preservation. Obviously, he didn't have Spirit Walkers, so he could just rejuve them, but I don't think he knew. Well, here we go. We'll see if anything different this time, or if it's gonna be another standard Demon Hunter game from Fello, or maybe we'll bust out the Keeper. I know Fello also does like doing some cheeky Firelord plays, so we'll see. Bottom left-hand side of the map, we got the Orc player. He's down 0-1. Hopefully he can bring it back, do something different this game. It is WarchiefFan. And in the top right, Night Elf player, Fello. Another interesting decision to go Ancient War Creep this one. I have seen players Ancient War Creep this one, level 1. I think you bring it, I think you make the Ancient War like here. You just walk it up, get a free expo here, kill from this one. But he's going to go with the easy green camp. A little bit more conservative. Don't hate it. It is a different opening though for WarchiefFan. He's going to go with the barracks first. No War Mill right away, so maybe we'll see a Grunt and a early Blade Master and try to do some damage up quickly, or it could also be just mirror image creeping, or I guess it could be Grunt and Farseer. Moment of truth. Where does he go? And he does go back to the Blade Master. More typical play from the Orc player. Interested to see what he ends up going, if he goes mirror image or if he goes Windwalk and he tries to do some early damage against the Night Elf. On the other side, typical play from Fello. Making a Demon Hunter, gonna get that Archer. Second Moon will be coming up soon. And I'll probably tech again around 21 supply, unless he goes for some cheeky early expansion build. But with this creep camp being here, with this Ancient War, I don't expect that to happen. Do some scouting. Wants to make sure to see what it is. The early barracks usually implies that he's going Blade Master. Didn't see any War Mill, so... And no shop, though, which is interesting also. So maybe this is going to be actually a mirror image play. We'll see in a minute. If he goes mirror image... No, he actually does go Windwalk, so he's going to go ahead and go mirror image. Going to see what he can do with the Grunt and the Blade. The Grunt will find the Wisp. We'll see if he ends up getting a kill off of this, or if Fello realizes it. He does. He does micro away, which is good. I'm not going to lose the Wisp there. Blade Master with Windwalk going to go in, see what he can do. A little bit late, unfortunately, for the first kill. Fello already prepared to get and bought that dust. Going to be prepared for when this ends up cuppening. Does get the first kill on the Blade Master, which is good. Does get a mana drain off. Kind of annoying for Fello, but he does have the dust, so he'll end up being okay. He's a little worried because of his Wisp, which is understandable. And I think he just has to go back creeping. Probably plant that Ancient War over here.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think the Blade come over here to try to buy dust or maybe boots or something, but it looks like he already bought Circlet and he bought dust, so he's already a little bit late to the party on that. Fello brings back the injured Wisp to come over here and build this third Moonwell. Kind of cute. Makes it so that he doesn't have to worry about microing it later in case this Blade does go ahead and Windwalk back into the base. I'll be teching here in any minute here. Maybe he starts one more Archer first, and it ends up doing this. And he's just going back to creeping. Other side of the map, tier 2's coming, shop's coming, third burrow's coming, formal's coming. He's going into tier 2. Probably typical normal play from here. My guess will just be Raiders and some Spirit Walkers. But, you know, we could see something cheeky. Although it is unlikely. Blade bought the boots. Wants to be able to try to do more damage. Without any shop though, all this damage currently is permanent until he runs back to base.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just trying to see if he can catch anything. I don't love this play actually from WarchiefFan. I think he's just kind of delaying. If he gets this kill, and he unfortunately doesn't. And this grunt has just been AFK attacking this. I mean, it's kind of annoying for Fello. He just needs to repair it, but if he doesn't pay attention. Yeah, okay. Let's say he does move back. Yeah, I don't love this play by WarchiefFan. I feel like he should just come back. He doesn't have any items, so like this Blade Master is essentially useless right now. Not really sure what his plan is.
A player's forces
He didn't
are
manage
under
to get the
attack.
first kill, but after that he's just been auto-attacking and not really doing any damage to Fello. Fello's been doing a good job defending everything. Level 2 now. Gets an Ogre Strength. Fel buys the Circlet. No, doesn't buy Dust, interestingly. Despite Fello showing that he is good at hiding his archers. Let's see what he ends up going. He's getting Shadowhunter coming up. Getting the Brute Strength upgrade for those grunts. They're going to be pretty strong here in a minute. They attack... Perfect timing on this if he goes in, but because of the lack of shop and the amount of damage that he's taken early, WarchiefFan is in an odd spot. Look, actually, I didn't even notice this. He's trying to do some real cheeky shit with these. Maybe put a tower up? But I'm pretty sure Fello notices this. He's going to lose a grunt in the process. Maybe he's going to try... Maybe he can get the towers up, actually, here. WarchiefFan is doing a good job distracting Fello. He must not have seen it.
A town is under siege.
Tower's going up now. Don't want to lose your Blade Master. Towers are going up. I wonder... I don't think... This must be in range. Obviously, he sees this. I would imagine. He's going to go across the map. Put some pressure on. There is no fortified. With the towers coming up, Fello, though, not panicking. Going across the map. Going ahead and just kill these burrows so that no reinforcements come. And my guess is after he kills these burrows, he's going to teleport back. Make it so that WarchiefFan can't do anything other than build towers across the map. Can TP now. Does he get that second burrow? He does get the second burrow. Teleports right on top of the whole army. Will actually, yeah, good micro there, healing off the Moonwell. The level 1, the Serpent Wards are being really annoying. Does lose an archer, loses his Ancient War, loses another archer. Gonna lose the grunt though. Massive Serpent Wards are really putting in a number. With Moonwells, 2 Moonwells are still alive. He hits level 3, gets the Moonwell. Okay, he does manage to get the Moonwell. Dryads are coming out now. He can still heal off this Moonwell, but he's a little bit too far out of range. He needs to micro it back. He does. He doesn't have a shop, so this is pretty... Oh, and unfortunately, he does end up killing the Blade Master. Really annoying to deal with as a Night Elf, but with the Blade Master gone and the grunts being injured, there's not a ton of steam left. He has no more mana on the Serpent Wards. Not gonna have anyone coming up, and all of a sudden, while it looks scary, Fello comes away with this with a level 3 Demon Hunter. He loses a couple Moonwells and a couple Archers, but really, at what cost? He has WarchiefFan has no burrows. He can't rebuild any units. He can't even buy his hero back because he has no burrows to do anything with. All he has is 1 hero. All Fello can just tech up now to tier 3, get bears out. I mean, sure, this is annoying, but this doesn't really do anything. Rejev coming out. Fello accidentally moves his Dryad into range of the tower. And I think Fello successfully hold. I mean, I think at this point, if I'm a WarchiefFan, I'm kind of kicking myself. If I didn't lose my Blade Master there, if I put my towers a little bit closer, maybe I can hit a couple more Moonwells. If I micro my grunts a little bit better. Yeah, it's kind of a rough spot because if WarchiefFan didn't have such a low Blade Master during that push, I think it would have been a lot more successful. I mean, I'm surprised that the Blade Master lived as long as he did. I'm surprised the WarchiefFan is still in the game. After my tower rush, you know, I probably would have just left. He has no tech buildings. Building them now, but bears are already on the way. Tier 3 is almost halfway done. I mean, this is just a rough spot. I'm not really sure where WarchiefFan goes from here. He's level 1. He doesn't really have anything. There's 3 bears that are just waiting to get turned into... you know, well, Druid of a Claw that are waiting to turn into bears as soon as this tier 3 is done. Fello can just go back to creeping if he wants and just have a big push with a bunch of Dryads and bears, and I'm not sure if WarchiefFan has any answer for it. He might not even have to wait for bears. He probably could just go across the map now, and it kind of looks like he's thinking about it. He invested a lot of money into those towers, and he knows that he killed 2 burrows, so any reinforcements are super delayed. He'll creep this, buy some scrolls maybe a TV scroll. It doesn't actually. Oh, maybe, well, we'll see. Buys an invul. Obviously always good. Orc is 2-2 now, which is nice, but again, his Tauren Totem is coming up now at 11 minutes into the game. Bears are going to be done here in any second now. Oh, 20 seconds. And again, we're in another situation where WarchiefFan does not have anything to kill bears. I guess he's going to go with the Kodo Beast, maybe try to eat them. That's probably the best play that he has at this moment. I think if there's anything that WarchiefFan can do, is just eat the bears, right? Then he doesn't have to worry about them anymore. But it is hard to kind of come back from here. WarchiefFan going to do his best. If he manages to survive another couple minutes and he gets a good army up, there is a chance. The Fellow doesn't look like he's going to want that to happen. He's going across the map now. Going to see what's up. Wants to make sure there's no expo, and there isn't. He's got Orb of Venom. He's got Staff. Level 3 with Invul and Dust.
A town is under siege.
And here we go. Can WarchiefFan make the miraculous comeback after his failed tower rush? Gonna set up some Serpent Words in advance. I think it's a good plan. Goes in, gets instantly dispelled. Gonna eat a bear. Move to that. We've got to move that Kodo back. Needs to move back. Needs to eat something with this Kodo as well. He's gonna eat the bear after. It looks like he is gonna do that. Blade Master is killing the Dryads, which is nice, and the Grunts are holding their own. Level 3 on the Blade Master, which is nice. Kodo did get away with 1 bear. And, you know, if all your trading is Grunts for bears, that's not a bad trade. Probably, oh, his shop got killed, so he can't rebuy things from the shop. Does kill it, oh, Fellow does a good job staffing that bear home, but he might lose this bear in the process, and he looks like he will. Good invul coming out from the Blade Master. Gets another Grunt, but his demon is surrounded, but with that invul coming up, all he needs is 1 more hit and he gets it. Blade Master goes down. Fellow doesn't get the kill on him, though. He will kill that bear as well. And it looks like WarchiefFan managed to hold on with good use of peons to kind of take some damage. Good eating of the Kodo Beast with this Druid of Claw just sitting in the base at full HP. Manages to come back. Fellow not gonna keep the pressure on, gonna keep pushing it to the issue. Ooh, this Kodo Beast in a little bit of trouble. He really needs to keep that alive, and he manages to do it. These Serpent Wards are really putting in a lot of work keeping WarchiefFan alive. that shop going down really kind of hurting WarchiefFan here. If he had a shop, he could get full HP on a Shadow Hunter again and get more Serpent Wards out, but without the mana, he's just waiting. The shop's gonna get canceled again. I think he should have built the shop back here so that he can actually do it. Interesting decision to build it right up front. I don't love that decision by WarchiefFan. Now he canceled again. He's reset all the progress once again. Probably gonna need some guys in the burrows. He does. Gonna need to come back. Doesn't want to lose this raider. Good for trapping. Also doesn't want to lose his Coda Beast. Druid Claw is only half HP. He's going in for it. Wants that bear to pop out. As soon as the bear pops out, he's gonna be able to heal anything he wants. Shadow Hunter does go down. Eats a Dryad, but the Blademaster is back out. No, he needs a Micro to spout. Oh, the bear comes back out. Staffs another bear home. Gonna lose this one as well. Rujers are coming out now. Now you're looking kind of rough. If he built this shop back here, it would have been a much better situation. No more only one Dryad. He wants to build a WarchiefFan. Yeah, I mean, wants to build a Wyvern, not a WarchiefFan. That's game 2. Going to Fellow again. Better game by WarchiefFan, but not quite enough. I think if you play that game a little bit different from WarchiefFan, I think you can actually take it. Pretty good game though by WarchiefFan. I think the early game, unfortunately, just went in Fellow's favor, right? I guess he wanted to put pressure on, but Fellow didn't really feel it at all. He just handled it pretty well. The Grunt didn't really do anything. The level, I think the Windwalk didn't really pay off and really do anything. He got one creep kill with it and then was mana drain the rest of the time. But Fellow did a good job holding that tower rush. Didn't panic. Just healed his units up. And that was game. Going to the third game, this is match point for Fellow. So if he takes this game, WarchiefFan, unfortunately, will be robbed of $50 US. Hope we can get a game 5, game 4. WarchiefFan needs to pull together. I think just playing a more standard game plan might be the best play. I mean, WarchiefFan, when he was in a normal game situation, he looked pretty good. But he's kind of putting himself behind in these early decisions. Game 3, Shallow Grove. Let's hope WarchiefFan can bring it back. He is punching up, though. Fellow is 100 MMR higher than him. Minimal. So, we'll see what happens. Bottom right-hand corner of the map, we got WarchiefFan. And the top left, we got Fellow. Now, I'm pretty sure Fellow told me that before this set, in the group stage, Fellow managed to 2-0 WarchiefFan, so it is definitely in Fellow's favor, just based on results already. After doing some quick little research before the match, I did see that WarchiefFan's worst matchup is actually Night Elf. So, he's really kind of in a rough spot in terms of the potential opponents he could have faced in this Grand Finals for Group F. We'll see what ends up happening. If we see another Demon Hunter coming up from Fellow, or if we get a Blademaster again for WarchiefFan. We'll see what ends up coming. I think if WarchiefFan plays into the mid-late game, I mean, that hold was pretty good at first. But he just lost his Shadow Hunter and got kind of lost track of it. So we'll see. Blademaster coming up. Barracks is coming up. No War Mill. Probably another Grunt push. We'll see if he goes Windwalk again. And we got a Demon Hunter again coming up from Fello. So everything pretty standard. No questions or concerns about anything. Just gonna be a standard game. This peon going up in the front though is interesting. Maybe he was trying to trick that he's gonna go for a Tavern Hero, or maybe he wants to just do some scouting. I wonder what WarchiefFan wants to do with this scout. Like, is he confused about something? Does he think that Fello is going to be doing some cheeky cheese? Or perhaps he's doing something unusual for this game 3?
Forces are under attack.
When he does come in here, though, he's going to find that everything is standard. Maybe he just wants to know that it is Demon Hunter. He does see it. So WarchiefFan knows what's up. This one I actually lose this. Oh, good micro there. Almost accidentally get that attack going off, but he canceled at the last moment, which is good. Good job from Fello not losing any XP from this Ancient War.
Forces are under attack.
Other side of the map. We got Windwalk again for WarchiefFan. We'll see if we manage to get anything done. Peon Scout, just checking to see what's going on. Tier 2 is coming for Fello. Everything looking pretty standard. Looked like a typical Dryad / Bear build.
A town is
No surprises really from the Night Elf. On the other side of the map, Tier 2 coming up, second burrow. Is supply blocked right now. I don't know if that was intentional or not. With the amount of gold he has, I would assume so. And he's just seeing what he can do with his Windwalk. Does get a good hit on it. The Demon Hunter is kind of low, but he does have Sentry Wards, so if he's worried about any... He doesn't need to buy dust. He has Sentry Wards. He'll be able to see everything. Pretty unlucky, actually, from WarchiefFan that he ended up getting Sentry Wards from a creep camp. Because he did the right thing in buying Circlet and Dust so that his opponent didn't have it. But unfortunately for WarchiefFan, he got a good drop with the Sentry Ward, so he's not going to be able to do much with Windwalk. The Grunt kind of out of place here. I think it was just a miss rally from WarchiefFan. Maybe buy another Circlet, buy Dust instead. Why not?
A player's forces are under attack.
Gets a Dust, gets another Circlet. Essentially level 3. And Fello's just creeping. WarchiefFan gonna see if he can get the last hit here. Maybe do some damage against some archers, and then does get the last hit. Another good kill from him. Gonna start hitting some archers. Probably wants to try to drain that moon juice from Fello. Good hiding here. Oh, he actually sold Dust, so he actually can't kill this archer. If he had kept Dust and instead sold the speed scroll, he would have been able to kill that archer, but gonna value the speed scroll over the Dust. I can understand why. But in the situation that he's played this last 3 games, Fello's been doing a very good job hiding his archers in the last minute, really making it so that WarchiefFan can't really get too much value from auto attacks. And here we go, yet again. Not going to get this last hit. Not going to get any items. Takes some more damage for no reason. Has to use that speed scroll just to escape. Not really something that WarchiefFan wanted to do. Fello's going to come across the map, buy Naga again. And does he have anything to hold? He has his brute strength coming. But if we're looking at the armies, right? Mirror Image, again, didn't really pay off for WarchiefFan. Second hero's 20 seconds out. And here this is push. Brute strength is not ready yet. Going to go after burrows immediately. Gonna go in now. Brute strength is done. Gonna be a nice little 100 HP bonus on this. Gets Hex, but wants to kill at least one archer. Don't blame him. Can buy a HP pot if he wants to, and he does. He uses it. Nice Hex again. Gonna speed scroll out, just trying to delay as much as possible. Get those archers as much damage from this burrow as he can. Fello can just TP whenever he wants. She can TP He doesn't need a TP. He knows exactly. 3 HP. Oh, Fello lost track of his Demon Hunter. He had TP. The Grunt actually does kill it. Fello maybe forgetting he has TP? I'm not really sure. And now, all of a sudden, WarchiefFan can really put on that pressure that Windwalk does end up getting a payoff by killing this Archer. He does see exactly what's going on back at home, though, unfortunately, because of that Sentry Ward. If WarchiefFan clicked on the Demon Hunter, he would have realized that the second Sentry Ward is gone, so maybe he can assume it's here. I think WarchiefFan should really start investing into some dust, because Fello's been doing a good job of hiding all these units before they die. Alright, well, we got a little bit of a good game coming in. It looks like Fello just decided to buy back the Demon Hunter from the tavern. Just healed up on some Moonwells. Tier 3. 1 minute out. Probably going to buy some maybe Troll Berserker or maybe the Shadow Priest. Maybe he just wants some levels. We'll see if he ends up buying it or not. Healer's never bad. Although, maybe bears are more important here. Other side of the map, we're just creeping. And we are seeing a more traditional game plan from WarchiefFan. We got the Bestiary with Raiders and Snare. We got Tauren Totem. Probably going into Spirit Walkers. And it'll all be pretty standard from WarchiefFan on his side of the map. Bit of a supply block. Oh, there it goes, actually, for
Players' forces are under attack.
For Fello, but Bear's coming along now. Just gonna go do some creeping. And we'll see how this game ends up coming along. Bear trending, though, is 5 seconds out. Does he have any walkers? He doesn't. He looks like he's going into Kodos again. Oh, he has one. Okay, he has one walker. Spirit Link will be good to and also to dispel any rejuves would be really important. But he does need a bit of an army. I mean, having one bear is not the end of the world if he eats it, but with 2 more coming, I don't think he wants to fight here. Hopefully, WarchiefFan does not engage into this. I don't think he's ready yet. I think he needs to get more units out before he can really start doing it. It looks like he wants to take an expo. I don't love this play. Maybe he'll buy a shop here first. If he builds a shop over here, I don't hate it. If he starts going immediately into expo, I think he's going to be kicking himself. Builds a tower. Okay, so he's going to take a slow approach to this expo. I don't hate that. Just kind of prepping it. Obviously, the concern, though, is he sees this army now. He knows he has 2 bears at least. And he thinks he can go in and maybe do some poking. I don't think you can win this fight. Maybe with good hero micro, good uses of spells, maybe he can take it. Just kind of being annoying and snaring a unit or 2, coming back, gets a scroll of healing. Fello, though, not going to push the issue. He knows he has the higher tech advantage right now. He knows that he has kind of all the time in the world that he really needs. He could take an expo himself, buys TP, buys Orb of Venom, and if he's going to go for a push, this is a good time to do it. Fello, or WarchiefFan is going to go ahead, take an expo, I think, when he has enough gold. But I'm pretty nervous for him, because Fello's coming around the map with 4 bears, 2 dryads, a couple archers. He's gonna get, he might hit level 3 here, level 3, 4 perhaps on this creep camp. We'll see what ends up happening. Definitely gonna hit level 3 at the very least. WarchiefFan also trying to hit level 3 too. Okay, he looks like he's 1 kill off from level 4 Demon Hunter. Does hit level 3 on the blade. Goes double crit. Don't hate that play. But But this army is looking real scary. I think you just ensnare here and you run away. I don't think you come back. I think you just ensnare. Yeah, speed scroll. You just get out of there as much as you can. I think that's the right play. You back up, come back to your tower, rally some units. Hopefully it's something in production. You got one more grunt coming and a shadow. Okay. Ends up having a healing ward, which is nice. The tower is going to put in some work. Good crits on this first bear, but he's probably going to staff this home, I would imagine. There it is. First staff coming out. Another healing ward coming out. Good Spirit Links. Gonna have to kill these Dryads. Okay, double archers going down. Does lose one Raider. Bears doing their best to kind of kill the Spirit Walker, but it's really tanking so much because of the Spirit Links. Not enough Dryads to dispel the grunts, and Fello loses his whole army to this. Gotta kill this bear here. Doesn't have another Sav TP just yet. Be big. He does. Kill another Dryad. Kill this bear. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I think he's looking in a good spot. He got his expo almost done. He can just retreat back to the towers here. Hold behind this little position here, and I think he's in a good spot. The bears, 2 more bears are coming out, which does suck. Hopefully, he has been building units, and he has another raider coming up. Not really the best unit to deal with this, though. Ooh, Fello accidentally loses track of a bear for free. Really shouldn't have been doing that. I would love another Spirit Walker here for WarchiefFan, if he can afford it. Can ensnare the Demon Hunter. Good heals. Interesting that he looks... Ooh, you don't want that Spirit Walker to die. Move him back. Okay, nice last second. Workers coming out to take some damage, do some kind of repair the towers. No shop here. Oh, those bears. Staffs another one back. Oh, the hero's gonna die. It does end up falling. Wyvern coming out. He has no anti-air except this demon. I just don't think he can do anything. Level 4. 2 towers. I just don't think he can handle it. I think it's just too many bears. He's just gonna rejuve. Needs to repair this tower. He can with his worker, but he isn't. Loses the second hero. And I think we're looking at the end. It is Fello taking it 3-0 in the grand finals. The big bear push. And that'll be game. GG's to both players, WarchiefFan and Fello. Looks like WarchiefFan was just a little bit outclassed in this game. Much closer than all 3 games combined. Perhaps if the first 2 games looked a little bit closer to that, we've had a different set. But fortunately, we'll have to wait until next season for the rematch, hopefully. Good games.